We put on our happiest shirts to talk to you about depression.
Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen.
I am Jessica.
And I am Brian.
Why do you sound so sad? I know we've been in a little bit of a depressed state.
That's true.
We disappeared for a few weeks.
Life
got busy, but we're getting through it. So you should sound a little bit less depressed now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right?
Sure. I mean, I'm pretty much through it. Like, okay. I'm back to mostly normal.
Then why are you like, I'm Brian?
I don't know. It's just the way it came out. I'm sorry.
I'm just giving you trouble.
You always give me trouble.
I love you.
I love you.
So, yes, we've been on a little bit of a break from videos, not really planned, just life, and depression sucks, you guys. So, talk a little bit about what we've been going through.
Yeah, so a few weeks ago now, it was coming up on my birthday, my 43rd birthday. And I don't know why, but every year, like coming up, like the week before my birthday, just depression hits me. I can't really explain it. Maybe it's the thought of getting older, or maybe it's just the thinking about what's happened in the past, and especially in the last few years or something. But all my life that I can remember, like the week before my birthday, I just get depressed. And sometimes it's worse and sometimes it's better. This year, it hit me pretty hard, you know, because I was thinking about the last year and like all the stuff with cancer for me. And then just all the other stuff involved, like over the last several months. And like, I don't know. It really hit hard. And I was obviously, we went and did stuff on my birthday, and I was happy. And I think that's one thing that people sort of don't fully expect, is that, yeah, you can be in the midst of depression and still have like happy things happen, and you can still be happy. But, you know, like once you've like gotten over that bit of happiness, you kind of sink right back down again. And for me, it was still several days after my birthday when I finally really got back to a sense of normality for myself. But I don't know. Like if you look at everything on paper, life is grand. We've got this house. We've got our little girl Elsie. We've got like clear scans recently. Like all this stuff is going great for us, and yet there I was experiencing this depression, and there was nothing really to be done about it except go through it.
Yeah, and like, sorry, I started crying a little bit. I wasn't expecting that, but I was surprised. Jessica's crying again. She's a hot mess of emotional trauma. I'm crying because when you started talking, it took me back to when you were in the thick of the depression for you, and it was the days leading up to your birthday, and like I could barely manage to function as well. But I just remember I kept asking you, like, are you okay? Are you okay? What can I do? What can I do? And there's just nothing I could do. And that kills me. I would rather go through like all the stuff the depression, the anxiety, all the stuff that I have dealt with, you know, for a long, long time. I would rather go through it myself like 10 times over than watch you go through it, because I can't. If I'm experiencing it, like I can absorb all of that, but when you're experiencing it, I can't take it away from you. I can't take it away from myself either, like most times, but it's just so hard. And this goes back to like even being a caregiver for somebody. It's like I would way rather be the cancer patient than the caregiver, because it's such a different position to be in, and there's no control. You can help and you can do things, but you cannot reach into that person's body and make them feel better. Like, you cannot do that. And it's so hard. And it's the same thing with depression. And
I think that a lot of people who probably don't experience depression or experience like that kind of a low, they try to give you advice about it. They try to fix the problem, and they're just like, well, you got to choose to be happy. It's like, well, you can absolutely choose to be happy and still be depressed.
Yeah. And the thing that keeps coming up in my mind as we were kind of talking about what we were going to say in this video is just, what you said. Sometimes it's just something you have to go through. You have to ride the waves. You just have to get through it. But during it, the only thing that kind of can help, and it may or may not help, sometimes it helps me, sometimes it doesn't, is just remembering you've been there before, probably, and you'll get through it to the other side. And your brain will tell itself, like, no, there's no way this is going to end. There's no way this is going to get better, but it will. It will get better. You will. It's like when I was going through chemo, I had friends who had gone through the similar things, and they're like, it will get better. It will. And all of you guys were giving me that kind of feedback. I didn't believe it. And they even said, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe me when I tell you it will get better.
I told you the entire time, it's going to suck, but it will get better.
Yeah. And it's better.
And it did.
I don't feel.
And then it got better.
Yeah. Like, I don't feel the way, like, in those moments, when I was going through chemo at the lowest points, I thought I would never feel like a normal human again. Even in like the year following my treatment and stuff, I just felt like I'll never feel like a normal member of society again. But over time, it goes back, if you're like, I'm one of the lucky ones. Obviously, it doesn't always. And I was just thinking about all the stuff that our friend Jennifer went through, and, she didn't make it, and she fought so hard, and that's going to happen too. But like, that's just reality. And oh man, there's just so many complexities to it all. But yeah, we've just been in this weird, like, kind of state. For me, it's me settling into a routine that I don't like. Like when I'm like, okay, work, watch some stupid show. Like I want to be more active. I want to do more fun things with Elsie and Brian. Like I want to be, when he says, hey, let's take Elsie to the park, I want to be like, yeah, let's do it. And now I'm back to that state, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but
we have been taking her to the park a lot.
But I don't, it's like, it's hard because, when you're just going through it, you just don't have, you really don't have control over it. And, anybody who's going through it or has been through it knows, and I am just, sending all the love your way. It kind of also kills me that the birthday thing for Brian has been not just since he got cancer. It's been the last several years of him getting older.
No, I mean, it goes back to even really my teenage years. Like the week before my birthdays, for some reason, it's like I get depressed and I don't really understand it. I mean, I'm sure there are psychiatrists or something out there who could tell me if that's a fairly common thing for people. I don't know. I've never really expressed my feelings to that, except some of my friends did know, like back then, like, oh, if it's the week leading up to his birthday, I'm going to hang out with him like this week, or like a few days this week, just to keep me going. Because if not, I was basically just going to hole up in my bedroom and do nothing.
Yeah. And that's a good point, actually. Sometimes the best way to help somebody going through that is just to sit beside them. It's not anything you can say. It's not anything you can do. It's just being there for them and making sure they know you are there for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that. And you don't need to talk. You don't need to say anything. You just can be there. Be there for them in their life in whatever way that means. But it especially it really kills me now. Like this year, it was harder with you going through the depression leading up to your birthday for me because I want to celebrate the miracle that we've been given.
Yeah.
Like, I had a weird thing about my birthdays too. Like, I remember one of my birthdays. I don't remember how it was, like when I turned 30 maybe or something like that. God, I'm going to be 40 this year, guys. I remember just being so depressed and like so just having this day where I just didn't want, and that was before I really had gotten help with my anxiety and stuff, and I was having a lot of anxiety at that part. But honestly, now going into my 40th birthday coming up in November, I am looking at it as a celebration of the fact that I'm still here, because we've both been through so much, but we're still here. And so that was kind of how I wanted to celebrate Brian's birthday, is just, hey, we're still here. We've been given this miracle. And it really like pained me to see you just feeling the way that you're feeling. But that being said, we did get out, and usually I plan a little surprise day for Brian's birthday. And we actually ended up doing something really fun that we're going to share a little bit with you guys in a future video, because we filmed a little bit of it. It involves peaches. Spoiler alert. But yeah, so we'll be sharing that with you. Also, we've been trying to plan a lot of activities for Elsie. So splash pads have been a hit.
Yep, she loves the water.
And parks, girl loves her slides. Crazy about the slides.
She is obsessed with slides. Like even the big ones. She's like, no, I want to go up there. Girl's not even 2 yet, and she wants to climb up like 30 feet in the air so she can go down some giant slide. Yeah. Like she's, I won't say she's like a daredevil, but like that girl is obsessed with it. It's wild.
She also loves reading her little books. I mean, she can't really read, but she loves her books, and she loves going to the library. And, you know, they have little fun free events that you can go to there too, which is always nice.
Yeah, I take her to the library every week at least. So
yeah.
And I let her pick out books.
Yeah, so that's been kind of really fun and really kind of nostalgic for Brian, because, you know,
I grew up in that library.
He grew up in that library, and now he's bringing his daughter there. And so we've been trying to like get out and just do more fun things. It is really hard to be sad when you have literally just absolute joy that Elsie is.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing. Like I said, you know, even with my bout of depression, like I would still take Elsie to the park, and I'd still be laughing and smiling with her, and I would take her to the library, and we would have a blast doing that. And then, you know, we come home, and I put her down for a nap or something, and then I sit there and I'm just like, yep,
I'm depressed. So it does help. And it's also nice to have an excuse to get out of the house, and like really, you know, forces us to kind of, you know, keep going and not just sort of like slump back into like a binge of Netflix, even though we don't have Netflix anymore.
That's true.
But it's too expensive these days, you guys. It's so expensive.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, so yeah, we just wanted to come on here and kind of update you guys on what's been going on, how we've been feeling. If you're going through something similar, know that better weather, at least for us in the Midwest, is here. It feels so much nicer today than it has in weeks. Like it's been so hot.
But it's also kind of fun too, because like I've been seeing the first little signs of fall coming in, of some of the leaves changing colors and stuff, because it's been pretty cool around here.
And the fall flowers at the entrance of the Home Depot. We walked in today and I was like, oh, there's fall flowers out there. Like, you know, the summer is not my favorite when it comes to like weather. I'm also super busy at work in the summer, so it's a little stressful at times. But yeah, we have a lot of exciting things going on. We actually finally almost have a real bathroom in our house, guys. We'll have to show you the before and after of that in a video.
Yeah, pretty wild, the transition.
Pretty exciting. So yeah, although we don't have a functioning toilet in our house at the current moment. So
that is true.
That's fun. But yeah, so
gotta run down to the gas station or go to my parents' house. But
leave a comment below and let us know, like, if you guys have been going through something similar, and or just leave a little heart for people who are going through something. We also wanted to mention I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. What's the name of the woman who we are all wishing well, who's going through her chemo? Karen. I wanted to say Karen, and then I was like, is it Karen? Okay. So she went through her first chemo the other day. Her husband, I think it was her husband that commented.
Yes.
And all went well with the first chemo, is what he said, right?
Yep. He said so far so good. So
yes, please wish her well. She was the one that we met at Mayo Clinic when we were up there. We've been thinking about her and anyone else who's going through stuff like that. Anything in life. There's a lot of changes happening as you transition from summer into fall, kids back in school, all that kind of stuff. Maybe your kids are going off to college and you're like, no. Or maybe your kids are going off to college and you're like, yes. But yes, so we're just trying to get ourselves, keep ourselves afloat during these hard times sometimes, but we're definitely on, if there was like a hill, or if depression was a pit, depression is more
a
like
low point.
A pit.
It's a pit.
So if it was a pit, I feel like we're like we're on the edge, like climbing out of the little hole. We might even be out of the hole.
I think I'm out of the hole, but I'm trying to get you out of the hole too. So
I was you were kind of dragging me a little behind you, and as you had a rope and I was pulling me out of it.
I'm trying always. We're stuck together.
Yes.
You act like I just got a hold of a rope. No, we're tied together. If you fall, I fall. It's that simple.
Yeah.
But is that it?
Yes.
All right. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and click the bell that is right next to it. You will get notified whenever we post a new video. You can also find us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, and send us messages and all sorts of fun stuff there too. But I think that's all I got.
That's definitely all I've got.
We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen.
Bye.
Bye.